Hey guys, and welcome back to another episode of My Garage. Today we're down here at the junkyard and we're gonna get back to repairing our little lad wagon. So last time we ended up buying a bunch of parts from the junkyard for it. So we're going to get all these installed and we're gonna work on it. Just just gotta check. What do we have? Oh, beautiful. We actually brought down the welder. Just had to remember what we had with us. So we're gonna get this all repaired, get all the new body panels on this, and then we will work out what we're gonna do next. If we're gonna paint this episode, or who knows, that might be another episode. Might even look at getting this new block put in. Try, try and get this thing running even better. Alright, so let's get to it. So first things first, we need to find. Having problems with controls. Been playing too many different games at the moment. So we'll grab that. Grab that disc off and put our cutting disc. Let's see what we can do to get some of this stuff off. So just with this, we're just gonna cut as much off as we can. And if we gotta put some put a, some more welds in later because I've cut too much, that's fine. Main thing is we just want to get as much of this off as possible. Now, since the last time I recorded, we have had an update to the game, so we will be looking at that and seeing that where they have added a new variant to one of the cars that was already in the game. I'm just gonna have a quick look and see. Where's the floor? Just want to see how far this goes back. Okay. Just so we know where we need to cut. Cut there. Okay. So just gotta keep looking through. Might actually be from those shocks. Might be even wasn't a bit of it. Really don't know. Just trying to work it out. What could be the cause of it? We will get these seats out. I can't even work out where those bolts are now. I actually have not taken one of these lad rear seats out before, so don't mind me if I'm a little bit lost on where the bolts are. There they are. In the middle there. Alright. So we got that out, so let's see. Maybe there was something that I missed. Cut that one. See if maybe that was the key to something that might be hiding in here. Ah, there we go. What's that? Little hiding one. That's alright. We'll also try and get this one out. Unless we might be able. I think we actually got that actually hammered out a bit last time. But I think all that will have to be replaced anyway later on. Just a little bit broken. That's right. As long as everything kind of goes back together right now, I think we'll be alright. So we'll get this on. We will get our electrodes. And so we'll get all this welded on and we'll see what we can do to have this thing back up and running by the end of this episode. So, because I've kind of been thinking about it and I thought we could, as a way that we might be able to get some extra money, if we do some of the jobs to deliver pizza, we might be able to get lucky, get a barn find, which will cost us $2,000. And if we do that, that should have a car that we could sell off pretty alright. We might be able to do little work on it to fix up a bit of rust, paint it, make it perfect, and just really make sure we get full value out of these. But really, we should be alright. We shouldn't have too many problems doing that. But just got to get this thing all bolted up first. Or bolted up, I should say, sorry. Have it all welded, so that way go for it and have this thing running perfectly. We'll unbolt this. Where I put the yep. So there's that. There's the wrench. We will. Ow! Just dropped it on my head. Sorry. We'll unbolt this and get this one off. So all that's good. We will now put on. Oh, that was trimmed up. Ew. So get this all bolted up. So we now at least have a decent looking car, which doesn't have panels and are completely destroyed. So that's much nicer to see. We'll start working on painting this thing soon and really getting this thing back on the road, so in the best way that we can. I think for now, I think we'll want to kind of pull this motor out, and we can see if we're going to be able to make a good motor out of these two. If not, we might be able to pop in and make some and find some decent parts in the junkyard for this motor. That's a good starter. We need that. Take all that off. I think that should be about it. Oh, we need the fuel line. It's good fuel line. Sorry. That's good. And now just unbolt the block. stop this thing from doing anything weird, we'll just unbolt that. Just want to unbolt this and just take a look at the clutch behind here. If not, we'll go a little. Doesn't look like it's got a good clutch back there. No, it does not. Have a look at this one because I don't. Yeah, this one's no good either. So we will go for a little explore in the junkyard to find a clutch that might be half decent. Yeah, you can see it's just worn a bit there, so see if we can get a good clutch for it. Let's flip this thing over and we'll get this pulley off here. Should have really taken all these bad parts off while we had it on the. While we had this in the junkyard. That way we didn't pay for all these bad parts, but that's alright. Live and learn. Let's see if this thing has a good crankshaft in it. No, it does not. So that's alright, we can take this out and we can start focusing on start working on transplanting a good parts from our other motor into this one. Now I did leave the bad piston on that one just so we did not need to worry about that, because that's just more work that we really don't need to worry about. So we still have a bad pulley on this one, so we'll work that one out shortly. For now, let's just unbolt all this and see what we've got and what we can save. So the plan is that this motor actually will be getting a turbo system on it, just to make sure that it will have enough power for everything we need to do for now. But as of right now, this motor will do perfectly fine. But we again have a bad crank. So we're going to go on a little adventure to try and find a crank and a clutch. So we'll get this one out. I must have taken the piston out while I was there. Yep, I did. It's bad wise. Alright. So it feels like that's the most of the bad parts for this motor, so I'm worried to take off the top because I don't want to see bad parts under there as well, but we will do it and we will take this valve cover off and we'll see what we've got hiding under there. Should be a bolt there, yep, and one there. We'll see. Oh, that's good. So it's got a bad timing chain. We'll get that one off and we will put that on our list of things we need to get. But luckily we've got good pistons, so we don't need pistons, we just need, as of right now, a timing chain, a pulley, and a crankshaft and clutch. So I'll be back with you guys in a minute when we have loaded up the junkyard so we can look for those things. Alright, we're back and junkyard is loaded. It's a little bit laggy today.
Take your time.
Don't know why it doesn't normally get laggy for me, but we'll see. Might clear up in a minute. Very low frames for me today, but yeah. So what we're looking for right now and is a car that has a 4-cylinder engine. So we can have a look around on the floor, see if we might have something we need down there, but I think we're better off looking for cars that have the motors. So we've got a Niv here that we're good. Nope, so that definitely looks promising. Minus the fact that it does not have a pulley, so we can't steal that off this one. We will take up if I could get that one. Take the valve cover off and we'll see what we're working with on this. Oh, that's good to see. We got that good timing chain. So just now I could go back and I could buy these in the catalog and that would be perfectly fine. And yeah, we could still have a good car that way. But this is just a cheaper method to do it. We will save more money doing it this way. It takes a bit more time, but yeah. And you can build full cars down here. You can buy all your parts down here. You can find perfect parts. You can find performance parts. We could even find be able to scrounge together a full turbo kit down here if we stayed long enough and looked through enough. Let's grab those wires because we did have bad wires on our motor. So we will grab those and purchase those. Sorry, I just got distracted there. But so we've got, so yeah, we're gonna try and save money here and there where we can. We're not gonna be watching every cent that we spend, but we definitely don't want to be spending unnecessary money if we don't need to be. I can already see that that clutch is bad, so we're not even going to bother looking. And that crank's bad. So, on to the next motor. Nope, nothing in that one. Another wagon here. That's got a bad crank, so we just keep moving on that one. Say that looks like a nice one, so we'll hopefully get that. And worst comes to worst, if we need to, we will put our bad pulley back on it for now until we can find a good one. That's only worst comes to worst. I'd really love to have a good pulley on this thing, so that way we're not worrying about it. I think at the moment the big concern is going to be having to get fuel. So we're going to need to fill this car up because we just put that new fuel tank in it. And I don't know how much fuel is going to be in that car, in that tank. I don't think there'll be any. So let's have a look. Let's just take these bolts off and let's see if we might have decent clutch under here. Looks the same as ours, so might just need to buy a brand new clutch just to make sure that we are getting a good one. Just that way we don't. Because I've noticed when I've been playing this game and when I'm not recording, I've noticed that if I put brand new clutches on these cars, I stall them a lot less than when they've got the old clutch on them. Which does make sense. Oh, look at that view. We've got a nice, beautiful, shiny crank on it. Get it all unbolted. Actually, before we do that, we'll also unbolt this flywheel because we do not need that, and that is just going to cause us a few more problems. There we go. This nice, beautiful crankshaft, $44. There we go. I think that should be about it now. Have a little bit more of a look for a clutch, but nothing really seems promising. Yeah, clutch and a pulley. That's all we got. Other than that, we're pretty good. Take that off. And there's a fuel line on this one, isn't there? Has to be. No fuel line. Alright, sorry, am I missing? Yeah, I must have missed a bolt somewhere. Okay, I'm a little bit lost on this one. Don't know why this motor's not. No, me. I'm missing something stupid. But I'm not that much of a. It's not that big of a big deal to get this motor out. It was me just looking. If I don't get that, don't get it. Doesn't really matter to me that big. No, that's a V8 turbo. So we got plenty of parts here. Look through. A little bit of lag again. Hopefully once we're out of here, it will clear up a little bit, but yeah. So no luck looking through to find parts we needed. So I guess we'll just pop out and yeah. We'll put together this motor with what we can at least. And then if later on. Yeah, so there's another clutch. That one's definitely worn away, but that's no good to us. But we'll keep looking and we'll get a good clutch for this thing sooner or later. we'll just have to make sure we don't stall it, that's all. So we will, first things first, get the new crank in, and we'll get it all bolted down. Pick a flywheel, any flywheel. So yeah, so that's all on. Now we'll just get this clutch back on with the pressure plate. So that is on. Beautiful. So what else do we need to work on? Pistons. So do have pistons from the original engine. We'll probably end up just end up using those. Where did I put those? Yo. So all the pistons still look good, so we'll just reuse those in the big block engine. Just having that little bit more displacement will just help us until we can get a turbo. Just when we're carrying loads, it just means that we don't need to worry as much about lacking in power. We will obviously for now have a few issues until we can get this motor 100% working beautifully, but until then, I don't see a problem. I think this will work out really nicely for us. Where did I put? There it is. The good one. At least hope this is the one I wanted. Got too many engines laying around now. So all the parts that are left around, we'll actually be throwing these in, and we can take these up to the pawn shop and actually sell these off for a little bit of extra money. So with this, you'll make more money selling these to the pawn shops than you will just selling them normally. Like just throwing them in the bin. So there's a little trash can over there. I could throw these in the bin, but rather than doing that, I will sell these. Oh, don't need that one. That one's unbolted. And bolt that one on there now. Fuel filter. Oh, sorry, fuel pump, sorry. She went. Just getting a few of these accessories on so that way, because the plan is when I take this head off, I want to take it off in one piece with everything on it, so that way it's less work for when it gets onto the new motor. It'll be nice and easy. We just got to keep our fingers crossed though that this new motor will start, because honestly I have found problems in the past where I do something like this. I take parts straight from one engine, put them straight onto another, and then the new motor won't start, and it works perfectly fine. The old engine, but for some reason, once I took it off and put it back on, those parts did not want to work anymore. So we hope that everything that we have here will work beautifully together and create a beautifully running engine. Yeah, you can't pick up these timing chains without all the fun stuff on there, so yeah, just gotta do that. Grab this belt. For now, we'll just put that belt there just so we don't lose it. We can put our spark plug wires back on. What else do we need? We need to put a valve cover back on. Nearly got this all put together. Just gotta think, what are we missing? I think the only thing missing now is that pulley, and I think we should almost be ready to go. Honestly, I wouldn't be surprised if I'm missing something else. I usually am. Wish we had a good one to put on there, but unfortunately we don't right now. And what we're going to do quickly, because I know me, I'm going to put this motor in and forget to check the oil later. Beautiful. So when you take the oil pans off cars, they do not lose the oil that's in them. Just a nifty little trick for doing stuff like that. Had good oil, so we just moved it straight over. And that does always work. That's one of those things about this game that is nice. That oil pans will always have the oil left in them when you take them off. So you don't ever need to worry yourself about, if you know that you had good oil in a motor, you know that you can keep it there and you don't need to just go buy more oil for a quick little change up like this. Alright, we put the starter on. Get that tightened down. Get that wire down. Beautiful. And now the exhaust. There we go. Exhaust is on. Just have a quick look. Let's see if we do have fuel. Beautiful. So let's even see if this thing will start now. Oh, beautiful. So we have a running car. I'm not gonna see if it's driving today. I'll leave this video here and we'll see next episode. We will work on driving it back. We'll get this thing painted up and we will start running some deliveries so we can try and make some good money and really get this thing looking good and hopefully get some extra parts on this thing to really make it just stand out and look perfectly. Alright, so till the next time, see you guys.